So here we are rolling north on 93. We're in the White Mountain National Forest, just outside Franconia Knots and Lafayette Campground. It's about 34 degrees. We got sleet and snow, perfect conditions. Camping in this for 2 nights, lovely. We got Nelson at the wheel. In the back we got the other boys. We got Jeff.
Hey.
I think we got
Howdy.
Ken somewhere here. Is that you, Ken? I think.
Howdy. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Down to 29, Jim.
Nice. Just dropped a couple of degrees, even better. So pretty soon we'll be getting off the road here and getting set up for the night. Well, we've pulled into the campground parking lot, and already it's amazing how quickly the weather has gone south on us here. It's dropped almost 10 degrees, and snow is picking up dramatically. It's already accumulating quite a bit. And so we're offloading gear now. We're going to put it on top of sleds and drag it up into the campground and try and find a site out of the snow and wind and get set up for the night. We're here for 2 days. So we got into Lafayette Campground today about 5 o'clock. We got set up, and it's been snowing really hard. So you can see Nelson is snow covered, and you know it's we've got set up. Hi Jeffrey, are you looking good? Yeah. You're snow covered as well.
Yeah, a little.
You know, we're gonna have a
Not bad.
Dutch oven dinner this evening. That's the
Over there
fire pit
on
over
the
there. We
snow.
dug it out of a couple of feet of snow. We've got snacks, and Ken's over here looking covered up and well dressed for the conditions. It's now snowing heavily out here. So we're gonna hunker down, get dinner going shortly, and hopefully tomorrow morning the snow will end, and we'll be able to go out and do a little snowshoeing and get up on Cannon Mountain. So we will.
Ferris Bueller,
Yeah.
this is going to be good.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
That's a big ta-da.
So it's about 7:30 Saturday morning. We got about 8 or 10 inches of snow last night, and woke up to a lovely light snowfall this morning. It's probably in the upper 20s right now. Here's what camp looks like. We'll take a walk through. This is my lovely abode right there. Oh look, good morning Nelson.
Good morning, James.
Oh, you're looking fine this morning.
Getting all rigged up.
Yeah, we got coffee going. And here's our little sitting area. Morning, Ken.
Morning, Jim. Fine morning it is.
Oh, lovely day. Hey, Jeffrey.
Hello, brother.
You looking good?
Yeah, we try.
Getting the boots on for our hike today?
Oh, yeah. Gonna switch out.
Nice.
Get ready to go up.
Yeah, so we're going to head up in that direction later on, heading up to Lonesome Lake and see how it is up there. If it's okay up in the circle, we'll get up on a ridge and try to get to Cannon Mountain. We're expecting high winds today, something like 40 or 50 mile an hour winds, gusts to hurricane force. So if the conditions allow us, we'll try to get to the summit of Cannon. If it's too dangerous, we'll just head on back down through Lonesome Lake and come back into camp here. So here we are up at the junction of Lonesome Lake, heading up to right at the edge of the lake, heading up to the lodge. You can hear the wind howling up here already. Trying to pull on a couple more layers. Let's walk out to the lake and have a look. Whoa, baby. Oh. There's Lonesome Lake. Over there you can see the lodge. there in the snow somewhere is Cannon Mountain. Up above the ridge there. Hard to see. Went around the lake and we're coming up to the Lonesome Lake Lodge. This is one of the AMC lodges here that it's open in the wintertime. You can get a bunk in here even. So Jeff and I made it up on the Kinsman Ridge here. We're up on the trail, still heading up toward Cannon Peak. Quite the view out here, a lot of snow still falling. And magnificent view west into the whites. Well, this is scary. We're going along the trail and we run into this. This is what a bear scrape looks like. And a very big one it is. Over here we got more. In fact, all around us are bear scrapes. This is pretty exciting. So bear country. Luckily it's wintertime, so we're not too worried about them. But that would definitely give you pause.
That could ruin your whole day.
Yeah, that could definitely leave a mark. But how do you think, Jeffrey?
I think we make a lot of noise going.
I think so too. We have actually split our party up. Ken and Nelson are heading back down to the campsite. Jeff and I are going to push on to the ridge and see if we can make it to the summit of Cannon. The weather's been okay so far. I mean, we've had some gusts of wind up here, but we're going to see what we can do. We got a couple more bailout points up ahead if we need to bail out. So we'll push. We'll give it a try. See what happens. It has gotten markedly steep. It's quite the pitch here. We had to abandon our snowshoes here and put on what are called micro spikes, these kind of mini crampons. And I switched out a little while ago. Jeff is just switching out now. And yeah, quite the pitch here. It's give you some idea of the slope. Let's just go around like this. Here's the trail, kind of going up, like vertical. I guess it's hard to tell from this thing, but I'm looking almost straight up over my head. So we swapped out of our snowshoes and we put these things on. These things are called micro spikes, and they're kind of like mini crampons. You can sort of see the little teeth on them. And, they do a nice job digging into icy slopes and stuff, and they're indispensable up here. Boy, it's couldn't get around without them. Hey, we made it, brother.
Nice.
Here we are up in the summit. There's the summit tower. Heading up into the all ice covered, pretty crazy. Other hikers up here. People up here from the ski area, which is down around back. That way. Heading out that way is the ski area. So we made it. Here we are. It feels good to be up here. This is nice. A little breezy. Beautiful. I mean, everything's just snow and ice covered. You can see it. Just got blasted by the wind. So we're looking down at Lonesome Lake. That's what we hiked up to this morning, probably 5 hours ago. And if you look on the far shore there, you can just make out the lodge, the AMC lodge there. And that's where we stopped. We had lunch, kind of dried off a little bit, regrouped, and got ready to head up onto Kinsman's Ridge and up onto the summit of Mount Cannon. So You know, it's quite a big loop we did here. We split up after lunch there at the lodge, and Ken and Nelson had headed down to the Pemigewasset River, and we're going to hike along the trail there to get back to camp. Jeff and I went up onto the ridge and up onto the summit, and you know, as I said, now we're heading back down to camp. And we should be back in camp down off this mountain in about an hour and a half or so. Man, the views up on this shoulder are just spectacular. Unfortunately, I can't get it all in here.
Check out the blue sky.
Yeah, but we're starting to finally get a break in the weather here. We're starting to get a little blue sky up here. It's just spectacular. Right, Jeffrey?
Oh, yeah.
This is something else.
See?
Yeah, nice.
This is why we do this.
All right, so here we are, last evening. We have a lovely dinner of chicken and shrimp Creole. Nice. Homemade biscuits. Good work, Nelson. In the Dutch ovens, which you can kind of see here. There we go. Yeah, just lighting them up. And it's a little breezy out here. Boy, that wind that we were supposed to get today came in with a vengeance this evening. It's howling pretty good out here, huh, Ken?
Oh, it is. Gusting.
I don't know what it's gusting to, but it's way up there.
Pounded.
Yeah, 50 miles an hour, something like that. I don't know. So, kind of hunkered down here under our tarp, but enjoying just a lovely dinner.
So it's about 6:30 Sunday morning, and the wind we were expecting all day yesterday came in with a vengeance last night. It has been just rocking. Wind's been blowing about 20, 25 miles an hour all night long. It just sounds like a freight train. Our tents are shaking in the wind. Our frames are bending. Fortunately, I have a minus 30-degree sleeping bag, so I was warm and dry, very snug, but temperature now is about 8 degrees out there, and the wind chill is somewhere below zero. So we got to break down camp this morning and get the truck loaded up and headed south. We had a great trip. I mean, we got a lot done yesterday. Summited Mount Cannon, about 4,000 feet. So it was good. It was a great trip. Now it's time to head home.
So here we are. We made it out from our camp. There's Jeff getting ready to help load the truck. Morning, Jeff.